Hello everyone and welcome to our I Pick My Butt video. Teamfight Tactics Mobile has released itself globally, and you may not realize it's actually been out for over a month now in select regions. But don't worry, if you're just downloading the game now, we have a brand new set 3, which means everybody starts off fresh, and there's new champions, new classes, and a whole bunch of new items to learn the game along with everybody else. So in this video, we'll be going over some beginner tips so you can advance quicker and climb the ranks even faster. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget like and subscribe because we're going to be bringing a ton more guides on this game. The first thing I want to bring to your attention is the carousel at the beginning. And a lot of people will go after a certain champion that they like the best. But really, this is where you want to go after items. Now, I myself have had a lot of success with sorcerers, so I'm going to either try to go for a Tear of the Goddess or a needlessly large rod. Now, set 3 is based around galaxies, and this is all good to go this strategy, but if you do find yourself in the Lilac Nebula galaxy, you're going to have 4-cost champions in the carousel. At that point, I would recommend you do go for the champion over the item. By now, you've probably seen all over the internet the best army comps, the insane army comps, the use this army comp, but don't go into a game expecting to go for a certain comp. The game's going to kind of decide which comp you should be going for based by what's given each round. I would recommend paying attention to the classes and subclasses in the champion menu, and that'll give you an idea of which way the game's going. Also, try to focus on getting 2-star champions right away, which means combining 3 1-star champions into a single 2-star. Once you get your 2-star champion, now we can work on building around their synergy. Keep in mind though that some synergies will focus on the single class of that champion, while other ones will work for all allies. This game is based around ranking up by getting league points, and to get league points, you have to sit in the top 4 at the end of the game. So don't think you always have to get first. Top 4 is considered a win. When you finally make it to 2-7, make sure you're at least leveled up to level 5. Spend the 4 gold to get your experience up, because when you go up against these guys, they're going to drop gold, champions, or even items, and if you're not leveled up enough, you might find yourself losing and taking damage from the computer. A huge advantage in this game is saving your gold. For every 10 gold you have in your bank, you're going to gain 1 additional gold after every round, up to 5 gold. On top of that, you'll also get gold from win streaks or lose streaks. Obviously, you don't want to get a lose streak for too long, but in the beginning, this could be very helpful. When it comes time to adding items onto your champion, I really recommend using a third-party app or making a cheat sheet. Combining 2 base items onto a single champion will make a new powerful item. And having the wrong item on the wrong champion could really ruin the game for you. If you're having a hard time finding the champions or building the classes you want in your army comp, try taking a look at other players in the game. Simply tap on their name and you can see what they're working on. If you find 2 or 3 people building the same one as you, well, it may be a good idea to pivot into another build. If you find yourself in the bottom 4 and below 50 health, it may be time to start spending some of that coin. Either start rerolling for new champions or try leveling up your experience to get another champion on the field. I've seen a ton of players chasing down those 3-star champions thinking that that's going to win the game. Sometimes just having more champions on the field is enough to take that first. A new addition to set 3 is going to be the shield. And you can see this is going to work hand in hand with Misfortune. Throwing her out on the battlefield will then give an extra class and extra buffs to the game. Another thing to keep an eye on is the items Golden Spatula and Nico's Help. Throwing a Golden Spatula on any champion combined with another item will add an extra class to that champion. If you are able to get 2 Golden Spatulas and combine them together, well, they'll actually make it where you can throw another champion out on the battlefield. And as far as Nico's Help, well, that's going to make a 1-star copy of whatever champion you throw it on. The best thing you can do is play the crap out of this game. Eventually you'll learn which synergies work better than others, and you probably won't need that cheat sheet as much, which will give you more time to scout your enemies and get better at other things inside the game. Keep in mind though that this game does constantly get buffs about every week or 2, and the sets are constantly changing. So keep an eye on either Discord or Reddit or wherever else you get your TFT information from. But I don't want to overwhelm you too much in this video. Come back for more tips because there's plenty more. And watch me climb all the way up to Grand Champion. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.